Happy morning to all. Am I audible?
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Yes.
We will start the session in the next 1 or 2 minutes. I hope the entire screen is visible. Can anybody confirm if my screen is
Yes, sir.
visible?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right. Great. Thank you so much. Okay. Well, my name is Madhusudan. I have placements at the Academic Group of Institutes. In between, if I'm not audible, please let me know. Okay, because this is one of the most important uh, session for the students on employment skills. So before we start about employment skills, let's try to understand a few statistics. Right, 50% of the employees will need reskilling by 2025. And this is according to the World Economic Forum. It means almost now we are entering into the fourth industrial revolution. Whatever people have knowledge, have the skills, it has to be reskilled by the year 2025. Okay, it means you are going to learn, you have to learn new skills. And what are those new skills? We will definitely discuss in detail. Okay, so the World Economic Forum predicts that 42% of the core skills are required to perform existing job in the next couple of years. So as you all know that automation and machine learning, I don't know how many people are aware of this terminology, automation and machine learning. See, everything is automated, right? Anywhere you go, okay. Am I audible now?
Yes, sir. Now it's perfect, sir.
Oh, great. Thank you. So automation and machine learning will be at the heat of the stages. Anywhere you go, everything is automated. Anywhere, you go in front of a mall, you just go and stand, things come, things are automated. Okay, so it means the industrialists are predicting that in the next couple of years, the jobs for humans are going to become lesser and lesser day by day because everything is getting automated. See, about 20 years back, if you see, there were no mobile phones, right? So now if you see, each and every person has mobile phones. That's how the technology is improving. So every year going forward, lot of things are going to be automated. You would have seen in some of the movies, the actor enters into the room and automatically the lights switch on, right? And he says, close the door, and the door closes, right? He says, okay, switch on the fan switch on. So it means everything is going to be automated. That is that is how the automation is going to take uh, the entire humanization, okay, into hold in the next few years. So it's an alarm for all the human beings that we have to skill ourselves. Okay, now gone are those days where people used to write in the banks. Maybe if any of your parents or your relatives were working in banks, you just ask them about 15, 20 years back or about 20, 30 years back, they used to write everything in the book. Okay, the ledger, the account entries, each and every. Now you go to the bank, okay, everything, each and every person has a system in front of them. Yes, it was definitely difficult for the bank employees to have a changeover from writing to the computer system. But that's how the world is expecting, right? It was very difficult for them to have that shift, okay, from writing to sitting in front of a computer and start typing. They were trained rigorously for weeks and months, so that because when a customer walks into a bank, the customer should not feel that the banker is taking too much of time. So now if you enter automatically, it's not that, okay, you have to enter only one uh, counter, you'll have a couple of counters. So it means each and every employee are trained in such a way that they have to know about all the products. Any customer walks into a bank, you can meet anybody in the bank and they will assist you. So that's how everything is put in one computer in a software and it is getting automated. Okay, these are some of the examples what I thought, okay, you can relate. Now, what do you mean by skill? The ability to do something. It means you'll have to become expertise. You have to become expertise in one particular area. Okay, the ability to perform any task, to become expertise in that particular area is called as a skill. Now, the screen, what you can see on your the slide, what you can see on your screen, okay, have different skills. These are some of the skills which employees should have. Okay, earlier employees were expected to have these kind of skills. More or less now also it is going to be the same. Let's try to understand what are this employability skills. Now, what I mean by the word employability, do you have the ability to get employed? Do you have the ability to get a job? So that ability for to get a job, each and every company are expecting different skill sets. It's not that, okay, if you are from BCom, it's not that you should have only knowledge about accounting skills. No, that is technical skills. Okay, that's a hard skill, what we call. That's one of the skills. Apart from that, there are a lot of other skills what a company expects from a student. If you are from a BBA, if you're from a BCA, if you're from a BSc, if you're from BA, okay, take any other course. You may be from any other course. Okay, there are two types of skills. One is hard skills, and the second one is life soft skills. The companies expect both these skills in a candidate. Now, what are these hard skills? Hard skills are your core subject knowledge. It means by default, you have to be very, very strong in your subject. Okay, we will just take an example. A candidate from BBA. Okay, you're going to get into three different specializations: HR, marketing, and finance. Right? So any person who wants to make a career into HR, so that student should surely have lot of idea about HR concepts. It's not only what you study in the college, what you study from your books. It's not only about that, but apart from that, what else the companies are expecting when you join a company as a HR. So there are different verticals. There are different verticals in HR. For example, recruitment. Recruitment is when you want to enter into any organization, the interview happens, right? That is called as recruitment. I'm just taking an example of this one because I think we all can relate it very easily, irrespective of your courses. Likewise, if you are a finance graduate, okay, if you are an accounts candidate, so you should surely have knowledge about ledgers. You should know what is a balance sheet, how the balance sheet works. Okay, what are the profit? How do you calculate the profit and loss account? Each and these are the subject knowledge. Okay, the subject knowledge is called as hard skills. HARD, hard skills. The second one is the soft skills. Soft skills are the skills apart from your subject knowledge. For example, how do you speak to a colleague? How do you speak to your boss? How do you behave in front of your colleague? How do you behave during your meetings? Okay, how do you communicate? How do you show your body language? Okay, when you're not agreeing to the statement, when the other person tells in an organization or in your team, how do you respond to that? How do you react to that? So these are the kind of soft skills. Okay, these are some of the soft skills. Now this is what we're going to go through in today's session. Okay, all about employability skills. So in employability skills, there are two skills. One is hard skills, which is your subject knowledge. The second one is going to be your soft skills. Now that's what we're going to check. What are those different soft skills? Okay, what are the different skills if you want to be employed in any of the organization in next 3 to 4 years? Okay, so the first one, what I can see on your screen is communication. Communication, generally what people think it's going to be English. Okay, English is a mode of communicating. It's not communication. English is a tool used to communicate. Communication is all about, you have some idea in your mind. Okay, you have some concept in your mind. How are you going to? Okay, oh, a moment. Give me a moment. I think someone cannot see my screen. Is the screen available for visible for others?
Yes, sir. I can able to see the screen actually.
Are you able to see only the first one, that is the employability skills?
Yes, sir. The only first slide is coming actually.
Okay. All right. One. Okay, now.
But it is not in full screen, sir. Actually, it's not in slideshow.
Okay, I have made the slideshow. I don't know what's wrong. Yes, I hope now it's in slideshow.
Yes, sir.
All right, so this was the first slide. What we're initially for a couple of minutes we discussed about what is the World Economic Forum says. So we have gone to this. Okay, so we were discussing about communication. So communication is all about how do you put out the message from your mind to the other person. Okay, so in communication there are two things. One is verbal, how you speak, what you speak, and the second one is going to be non-verbal. It's all about your actions. According to the research, almost 72 to 73% of the communication happens through non-verbally. Okay, it means it's not what you say, it's how you say that message. Okay, that is how it is. If you would have seen people with a very wrong body language, for example, okay, when someone comes and asks you, do you like this? Now you give expression, right? You give an expression. That's your gestures. which is a part of your non-verbal communication, right? It means there is no need to say that you do not like that. Only one expression is enough for you to say that you do not like. Maybe when people nod their head, right? When they nod their head, it means that's a non-verbal communication, right? When anything is asked, people keep nodding their head like this. It means you're saying, yes, you're agreeing for that, right? So non-verbal communication, almost 72 to 73% of your communication happens only to non-verbally, and that gives the right message. Maybe sometimes the words what you speak, it can give the words what you speak, it may not mean the same meaning, but the body language, what you show while speaking, it gives the exact message. The words may not give the exact message. Okay, it can be just the words, it cannot be the exact meaning, but when you're presenting with your body language, that actually gives the exact meaning. So in communication, there are four things: reading, we call it as LSRW: listening, speaking, reading, and writing. I'll repeat: listening, speaking, reading, and writing. So all these 4 points in communication are very, very important. You know, most of the problems or any kind of challenges what we face is majorly because of one thing, and that is communication. Most of the people do not listen properly. You can relate this one maybe when you're speaking with your family members, or maybe when you're speaking with your friends. Okay, when you're speaking with the strangers on the road, you would have seen people, fighting on the road. Okay, when they're driving, somebody crosses the bike and they start fighting. Okay, they will not even be able to understand this person, that okay, why did that person cross so fast. So immediately what happens, one person overtakes the other person, and this person starts abusing, right? First, give a pause. Always in communication, the first parameter is listening. Okay, first listen. When somebody speaks to you, don't come to judgment. Most of us, we always come to judgment. We will say, this is not the way how it works. Okay, don't come to judgment. First, listen to them. And how you have to listen? There are 2 ways. What is your intention while listening? What is your intention? Is your intention to learn what that person is speaking to you? Is your intention to respect that person while that person is speaking to you? What is your intention? Is your intention to understand that this person is communicating to me something? Let me first listen what it is, then let me come to the judgment. What is your intention? That's very, very important while listening. Most of us, we go wrong in this point only. We don't have a proper intention while listening to people. And that is why what happens, because we do not have a good intention, we don't listen. We automatically say, that's okay, wait, first, you listen to me first. That's how we put our opinions, right? Always in listening, your intention is very, very important. The second point is, with how much intensity you listen, that's very important. First is intention, and that intention, with what intensity, it has to go deep and wider. Okay, it means when anybody is speaking, okay, listen, listen in such a way that you should feel that that's going to be your best listening skills when you're speaking to that person. Always, you have a lot of your friends, right? You say best friends, good friends, lifelong friends, right? How a person becomes a good friend to you, a best friend to you, because that person, okay, listens to you. When you say something, your friend will start listening to that. Your friend will not come to the conclusion, right? Your friend will empathize what you're saying, will feel what you're saying, and that is what is the intensity of listening. Your friend has a great intention towards you, has a great intensity while listening to you. Once Azim Prem just said, okay, the key for a person to have sorry, the key for a person to have a healthy relationship in his or her life is respect. The key for a person to have good rapport with people in the life is respecting them. Now, how do you respect? How do you say that I am respecting you? The best way to say that you are respecting anyone is listen when they speak. Don't stop them. Listen. Okay. And listening, intention and intensity. Listen with a good intention. Listen in such a way that that person should feel, wow, anything, anytime, whenever I have to share something, okay, I have to share to this person. You would have seen your friends, they come and share all good news. Why? There are some people who come and share some sad news. Why? It's because they know that you are the person who will listen to them. You are the person who is going to respect them. Okay. And with that respect only, your rapport between you and your friend becomes stronger, stronger, and stronger. Maybe you can relate this one. You know, your mother prepares idli for you, and you say, no, 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 I don't want idli. Now your mother tells, no, this is what I've prepared. Do you want to eat? Eat, or else you go. Then you start quarreling with your mother. First, first thing, you don't know that how much effort the mother has taken to prepare the breakfast, right? Always respect for the work what they do. How do you respect? Through listening. First listen. Your mother comes in touch, okay, I've prepared idli. Don't come to judgment. I didn't want it idli. Don't come to judgment. Okay, don't uh, immediately put out your thoughts. Okay, have you prepared idli? Then listen in such a way that, okay, give a pause and say, okay, just one word. Okay, your mother will feel good. If you say, no, I don't want idli, okay, that also is communication. But what kind of communication is value? It's an aggressive communication. Okay. So first, always give a pause. In communication, in listening, always give a pause. Don't straight away jump on others. Don't straight away come to the conclusions. Okay. So that is the first point in communication, that is listening. Now, speaking. Speak only when your words are stronger than your silence. Speak only when you feel that your words are much more stronger than your silence. Most of us speak because we cannot hold our tongues. We don't have the hold on our tongues. That's why people keep on speaking, speaking, speaking. Okay. But when they're speaking, are you able to understand yourself that whatever I'm speaking, now the next sentence which is going to come, I think that's going to be the best sentence rather than me being silent. You can only speak, you have to only speak when you feel that these words, the next upcoming words, the next upcoming sentences are going to be the best compared to your silence. That is speaking. Don't just keep on speaking and waste your energy. Don't keep on speaking and waste your energy. Okay. Give that space to yourself, right? This is the second point, listening and speaking. Now, reading. Most of the students have challenges, while reading. How you have to read? You have to. There are some people who read slowly, right? Word by word, they keep on reading slowly. Now you ask why? They say when I'm reading slowly, it means it goes into my mind effectively. So these people are one type of readers. Okay, there are second type of readers who read moderately. It means they're not too slow. They will read but moderately. Okay, because their pace of understanding things is little fast. And the third part, the third group of people who read, they are called as fast readers. One is slowly readers, moderate readers, and fast readers. Fast readers are people who don't read the word. If you see the news anchors, okay, they stand in front of the camera, and how do you think they're going to speak each and every word so fluently? Maybe you can see this Chandana TV or Doordarshan, okay, or Doordarshan. The camera is there. Behind the camera, there is a screen for them. Okay, you observe their eyeballs. You observe their eyeballs. Their eyeballs would be moving from left to right. Okay, it means they'll be reading that. They'll be reading those lines. So they have practiced in such a way that the audience should not come to know that they're reading. And for fast readers, these fast readers, they don't read from their mouth, they don't read from their brain also. They read from their eyes. Whereas slow learners, they read from their brains. It means word by word. No doubt they're looking at the sentence. Okay. They're reading, but at the same time, they're trying to memorize, they're trying to recall that what they read. But fast learners, fast readers are readers where they will read only through eyes. Only through eyes. Okay. Maybe sometime when you come back to the college, when we have the placement training sessions, I'm going to show you different videos, okay, on reading, speaking, listening, okay, and writing. There are a lot of things what we have to share to you people. And today's session is just a warm-up session for you to understand, okay, that yes, this is how I have to start getting ready, right? So there are three types of readers: slow readers, moderate readers, and fast readers. Now, if you ask me, sir, which one is better? Which one is better? I would say the third one, fast readers. Yes, maybe it's going to be difficult for you that to immediately read so fast, but by practice, by practice, your brain also starts observing things fast. Brain is a very tricky thing. Okay, what you feed, that's what it takes. You feed slow, it will take slowly. You feed moderately, it will take moderately. You feed it fast, it is going to take it fast. Okay, so depends on people, but the best way to read is you being a fast reader. Approximately, maybe after this session today, when you're free, you can have any of your book, okay, and try doing this exercise, that in 1 minute, how many words you can read. When I say word, let's say there is one page, okay, and you start reading, including a and the and all those things you can consider as word while you're reading. 1 minute, how many words you can read, okay, and make that note. Maybe when we meet up, okay, when we meet up face to face in the placement and training class, there you'll have to tell me, sir, I read 40 words per minute, I read 60 words per minute, I read 100 words per minute, I read 300 words per minute. There are people who read 400 to 500 words per minute. And I'll give you some examples. There are two great examples like this: Swami Vivekananda and Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam. These two people are one of the fastest readers. Fastest readers. Okay. So now you understand, okay, what is the importance of reading. So listening, speaking, reading, and the fourth important thing is writing. Now, writing, most of the people, you would have written till now the letters, right? If you want to take a holiday, if you want to buy borrow a book from your library, or if you want to meet the principal and take some permission, you would have written a lot of letters, right? Now, how do you write? There is a format for that, right? All these days you are writing letters. Now, going forward, okay, going forward, when you join any of the companies, okay, there is no need for you to write a letter. That letter format is going to be in terms of a digital one, and that is what we call it as email. Okay, how do you write an email? We will definitely discuss that in email etiquette, which is called as email manners. So writing, okay, always remember the subject when you write something. Okay, it can be a letter also. When you're writing a letter to your HOD or your principal or anybody, okay, you say respected sir or respected madam, right? And then you have to write the subject. So subject should not go beyond 5 words or maximum 6 words. Okay, it should say the abstract of the content what you are trying to communicate. It should give the gist of the body of your mail or body of your letter. Okay, it should not go beyond 5 words. Keep that thing in your mind. The subject has to be very simple, very short. Most of the students we see writing emails or writing letters, 2, 3 lines in the subject. That's a wrong practice. Okay, we will definitely teach you how to write an email. There's no need to worry. For now, whatever is possible, try to understand that. So once you write a subject, okay, and second one, you're going to write the salutation in the body. You're going to write the salutation, right? That is what it is. Dear sir or respected sir, respected madam, and then you will start writing the body of the email. In the body of the mail, okay, or in the body of the letter, in the first line only you have to write, okay, the purpose. Why are you writing this letter, or why are you writing this email? And maybe about 3, 4 lines you can write and you can finish it up. Okay, if the content is too big, which is going to cross more than one page, then you have to attach it as an annexure, okay, or attach it in the email. Okay, it has to come as an attachment while writing an email. So in the body of the email, you are going to write exactly what is the purpose of you writing. Maybe in 3 or 4 lines, you can write it and you can finish it off. Okay, then comes the signature. Signature is, you write regards, or best regards, or kind regards, or warm regards, or you write yours faithfully, yours sincerely, right? So this is called as signature. Some students, when they write mail, we see them writing as, okay, with lots of love. Okay, we know that you love us. Okay, but there's no need to write that like that. Your writing skills has to be professional. Okay, when you're writing to your friend, you can write like that with lots of love. Okay, but when you're writing a professional email, when you're writing a professional letter, you should always write sincerely or faithfully or regards. Okay, so listening, speaking, reading, and writing, communication is one of the best the best skill and the most important skill. Each and every person, whether you're a student, whether you are a businessman, whether you are the richest person in this world, whether you're a father, you're a mother, you're a son, you are a daughter, anybody, communication is the most important skill for each and every person, for our personal lives as well as our professional lives. Okay, we will go deeper about communication when you have different communication classes. Now let's go to the second one, technology. Technology, I'll come back to you again, okay, because I have to discuss more about technology. Self-management. Self-management is one of the skill. Now, what is self-management? Managing yourself is called a self-management, right? Now the question is, how do you manage yourself? Maybe among yourselves there are so many people who are involved in dance, right? You might be involved in Bharatanatyam, Kathak, Western dance, right, or contemporary, any kind of dance. Any person who is involved in dance or sports or arts, any kind of arts, okay, they always have good hold on themselves. It means they can carry themselves very nice. You can add any kind of physical, I'll put it in this way: physical activity and mental activity. Okay, physical activity can be something, you may be in dance, you may be in sports, you may be in yoga, you may be practicing yoga, you may be going to gym. Okay, getting you may be walking, jogging, any kind of physical activity. This is one thing. The second one is the mental activity. Mental activity is, if you are listening to music, okay, that's a very great mental activity. Okay, I'm definitely sure that most of you listen to music. Almost, I can say 99.9% of the people love music. There might be, hardly 0.1% who may not like music, but I'm sure that almost everybody in this world definitely will like music. That's one way how you can keep your mental health good. Maybe see, when you are feeling low, when you're feeling down, right? So that time what you do two things. One, either you listen to music, or number two, you go to sleep, you go to bed, right? Because you have to give rest to your body, and or you have to give rest to your mind, right? So if you want to manage yourself, two things are very important. One is your physical activities. The second one is your mental activities. Okay, either one of these you'll have to do it. Either one of these. Sir, I'm not doing any one of these. My suggestion would be try to pick up one of these. I'm very sure that a lot of people are involved in drawing, sketching, right? That pencil art, a lot of things, and craft work. I'm sure some people are involved in makeup, right? They have their own beauty salon. So where we call it as, see, any work which involves hands and legs. Okay, that is called as kinesthetic energy. Okay, kinesthetic activity. So if you are involved in playing cricket, football, hockey, where your hands, legs are involved. Okay, that is the physical activity. You have to get into that, because either you need to have control on your body or you need to have control on your mind. Okay, if you have control on your body, your mind will automatically come to control of your body, right? If you have control on your body, it means if you're doing all these things or any of these things, okay, any one of these things, physical activities, it means automatically your mind will come to the control of your body. If you're not doing any physical activity, but you are doing yoga, or you're doing meditation, okay, or you are just sitting calmly without speaking anything to anybody for at least about 15-20 minutes, okay, not looking at your mobile phones. See, when you're looking at your mobile phones, your brain is functioning, your hands are functioning. Okay, maybe you're not speaking, okay, but still your brain is functioning, right? So your hands are functioning. It means your hands, wherever your hands and legs are involved, that is called as a physical activity only. So mental activity is something like you are listening to music, okay, you are just closing your eyes and sitting. Sir, what happens when I close my eyes? Nothing will happen. Okay, nothing will happen. All the thoughts. Okay, then why should I do, sir, when nothing is happening? All thoughts come to your mind. Okay, like there are so many thoughts keep on coming. Maybe you can try this. This is really nice. You can start doing it for at least, okay, 2 minutes a day. Start doing for 2 minutes a day. Okay, then slowly, okay, that 2 minutes, make it to 3 minutes. For example, this week, okay, so there are 52 weeks in a year, right? Every week, if you want to grow, pick up one new activity. If you want to have a great control, or if you want to manage yourself, okay, if you really want to manage yourself, your physical activities, your mental activity, okay, pick up one new activity and do it for 2 minutes every day for 1 week. It can be anything. I'll give you an example. Having one glass of hot water as soon as you wake up is good. Okay, it increases your metabolism, right? It's good having one glass of hot water. Do this. How much time will it take to drink one glass of hot water? Maximum 2 minutes, 3 minutes, or let's say 5 minutes. Okay, every day. Okay, you can choose maybe morning or night or evening, whatever. Okay, do that continuously for 1 week, and the second week pick up one more new activity, and you should do the first one as well as the second one. Okay, remember that activity should not go beyond 5 minutes. Don't push yourself. If you, because your mind, if it has to accept something new, it will take minimum 21 days. If your mind should accept any new thing, okay, it will take minimum 21 days. Okay, see, you would have observed, if you go to a doctor, the doctor will give you tablets for 3 days or 5 days or 7 days, right? Or 9 days or 11 days or 21 days, right? That's how it is. If you go to a temple, okay, if you go to a temple, they'll say that, okay, you have to do this for next 21 days. Why? There's a science involved, there is spirituality involved. Okay, anything you do it for 21 days, okay, you do it for 21 days, it is going to be a habit. That is what Swami Vivekananda said, that your thoughts will become your words. Okay, your thoughts will become your words. Your words will become your actions. The thoughts will become your words. Your words, when you're speaking the same thing, okay, it's going to become your actions. And your actions your actions, if you're implementing the same action every day, every now and then, it becomes a habit. Okay, your habit will take you to your destination, and your destination will form your character. That's what Swami Vivekananda said. So whatever thoughts come to your mind, okay, if it's a good thought, allow it for next 21 days. I know it's going to be difficult. Okay, sometimes it's going to be difficult, but yes, that's how you'll have to take it as a challenge. You would have seen a lot of the challenge, right? The 21-day challenge. You would have seen that fitness challenge, 30 days challenge, right? 90 days challenge. It's because for our body or for our mind, if we have to accept anything new, minimum 21 days you have to do it. Okay, 20 years, 18, 19, 20 years you have spent not doing that. Now how will your mind accept that? How will your body accept that? You have to give time for it to accept it, right? All overnight you cannot do that, so give time. Okay, so how do you manage yourself? Two ways. One is have complete control on your body, either through any of the exercises, any of the physical activities. You can choose. You can choose. Maybe you can play badminton, you can play basketball, you can play football, you can play cricket, any physical activity, any physical activity. Okay, if you do it, any physical activity, if you do it, that's one way how you can manage yourself. Okay, the second way managing yourself is through mental activities. So how much peaceful you keep your mind, how much calm you keep your mind, okay, that much hold you will have to reach your goal. Okay, I'm very sure that each one of you today who are in this session, each one of you have big dreams, have great dreams. Some people would say, I want to become a scientist, right? Some people would say, I want to become a politician. Some people would say, I want to become a superstar. Some people would have in mind, I want to start my own company. Some people, I want to become a manager. Some people, okay, I want to have at least $1 billion, money in my account. So you have your own goals. Some people, okay, I want to build my own house and I want my parents to get into that house. Okay, so you have all big dreams. Some students would say that I want to have a Ferrari, right? So if your dreams are big, if your dreams are too big, if your dreams are too big, your actions also has to be too big. I'll repeat. If your dream is too big or big, okay, your actions also has to be big. If your actions is too small, okay, it's too small, but your dreams are too big, it will take a lot of time for you to reach. You will take a lot of time. Or sometimes, we don't know by the time we reach our goal, are we still there in this planet Earth or not? Okay. So if your dream is big, let your actions also be big. Okay. Don't put in, don't get into smaller actions. Okay. But get into an action. Okay. If you want to reach high, you always have to aim high. And when you aim high, your actions also has to be high. Your actions also has to be high. Okay, actions is equal to result. Actions is equal to result. If you put the same action, you are going to get the same result. If you're putting a different action, you're going to get a different action, different result. Sorry. Okay, I'll give an example. Say you're going on the main road. Okay, daily you're coming to the college. Okay, and you know that daily. Let me take this way. If you're taking the same road, what happens? You know how much time you are going to reach the destination, right? Because same action, same result. Okay, so when anybody asks how long would it take to reach the college from your home, you'll say, I'll take 8 minutes, I'll take 10 minutes, I'll take 20 minutes, I'll take 30 minutes. Why? Because you are putting the same actions, and that's why you're getting the same result, right? You're putting the same actions, and that's why you're getting the same result. Now, on the way to the college, if there's a traffic jam, you will definitely take some more minutes extra. So what you're going to do, if there is a deviation, you'll take a slight deviation. It means you are going to change your actions. When you change your actions, your result also will change. Your result also will change. When I say result, the time for you to take, the time taken for you to reach your destination will change. So actions is equal to results. You put same actions, you get the same result. If you want a different result, you have to put a different action process. Okay, so managing self is very, very, very important for you because you are going to work with a lot of colleagues in your organization, and you know there are different people with different backgrounds, different culture, different states, different cities, okay, different status. There are so many. So for that, if you want to work with them, you need to first manage yourself. And how do you manage? One thing, from today, start involving yourself in some or the other. It can be small, but some or the other, involve yourself into one physical activity as well as one mental activity. Okay, that's how you manage yourself very strongly. Then the next one is problem solving. We'll come back to technology later. Okay, problem solving skills are skills which companies expect from an employee at a greater heights. Okay, at a greater level. This is, if you understand this one skill is very important. Okay, if you understand this skill, then the rest of the skills will come and fall. All of the skills will come and fall in problem solving. Okay, all the employers, all the organizations, you know what kind of people they need? A person who can solve my problem. When you go to any organization, okay, when you go to any organization, it means there is a problem there. To solve that problem, they are hiring you. If there is no problem, why will they hire you? Right? Always remember, a person who finds an opportunity, a person who finds an opportunity in a problem will be hired, will grow in his or her life. Most of us, when we get problems, we run away, right? Most of us, when we face problems, when we know there's a problem, we run away. Okay, companies don't like people who run away from the problems. Companies don't hire people who will not accept problems, because they know that if this is your if this is the problem, if this is the problem, exactly behind it there is an opportunity, but you will not see the opportunity. Okay, you will only see the problem, you will not see the opportunity. So if you want to go, if you want the biggest opportunity in this world, if you want a biggest opportunity in this world, go in search of the biggest problem of the world. Go in search of the biggest problem of the world. Most of us, when we get problems, we will not even go there. But everybody wants a big opportunity. How it's possible? You tell me, how is it possible? If now people tell, sir, we have a lot of problems in our house. Sir, we have a lot of financial problems. Sir, we have a lot of problems. My brother is not good to me. My sister is not good to me. Okay, my parents are not good to me. Where there is a problem, there is an opportunity. There is an opportunity. Now you should understand. You will know that yes, maybe my brother is not as per my expectation. So an opportunity for me to change myself according to the expectation of my brother, or there is an opportunity for me to change my brother as per my expectation. Either you have to change, or you have to make others, or you have to change others. Okay, always, which is easier? The first one. Changing yourself is easy. Changing yourself is very easy. Changing others is not easy. I'm not saying it's not possible. I'm saying it's not easy. You can definitely change them, but it is not that easy. So the best way is you change yourself. That's what Mahatma Gandhi ji said, that be the change what you wanted to see in the world. Okay, when you want that When you say that I want this way, I want this to be like this. Okay, first, always question yourself, am I like that? Okay, where there is a problem, there will definitely be an opportunity. Where there is a problem, there is going to be an opportunity. If you want an opportunity, you have to go in behind the problem. There is no other way. Employers will not give you job if there is no problem. Now everybody wants. If I ask you, okay, how much salary would you need? This is the best part of the interview, right? The best part of the interview. How much salary would you need? Now people will say, sir, I need 15,000. Sir, I need 20,000. Sir, I need 30,000. Sir, I need 50,000. Sir, 1 lakh rupees. Very good. Your expectations are too high, right? Your goals are too high, right? Now, when your goals are too high, when your aim is too high, your actions also has to be too high. That's what we discussed, right? Your goal is too high, right? There's no doubt. Yes, everybody should have a goal. Everybody will have a goal. Some people will have a smaller goals. Some people will have a bigger goals, right? But goals are very, very important. Aim is very, very important. So when you have a bigger goal, when you have a higher goals, okay, your actions also has to be high. Now, if your actions has to be big, if your actions has to be big, you have to go in search of a big problem. If you're going in search of a small problem, how much will you get? Only this much, right? If you're going in search of a big problem, how much will you get? You'll definitely get this much. Why? Because the bigger in size of a problem, the bigger will be the size of the opportunity. Salary is straight away related to the problems of the organization. Okay, that is why employers will ask problem solving skills. Problem solving skills. Okay, any person who do not know how to solve a problem, start identifying problems, start finding problems. You don't be a problem to anybody. Okay, you don't create problems. There's no need to create problems. There are some people, oh, it means I have to create problems. No, that's not the way. Okay, already there are so many problems. Okay, find out a problem, try to go behind the problem and give a solution. One example is, cabs, Ola cabs or Uber cabs. What is the problem of people? People who, not everybody has a car, right? But everybody wants to get into a car. They want to, sit in the car. Now, what Ola did, what Uber did, right? They know that most of the people, they definitely will love sitting in the car. They love sitting in the car, right? So for that, let's try to get an app. And that app, we will get all the cab drivers, maximum cab drivers on that app, and we will give it to the public. They found that the problem is most of them wants to sit and travel in the car, but they do not have that budget for to buy a car. That is the problem, right? And for that problem, Ola and Uber came with an opportunity, said you just open the app, Ola or Uber, okay, and book a cab. We are going to come to your doorstep and we are going to pick you from your doorstep and we're going to drop you to the doorstep, right? Wow, what an idea, right? Anything you take, Zomato, okay? Most of the employees, they were not able to prepare food, right? They used to go to hotels and they used to eat. They used to go to hotel and they used to eat. Okay, now there are some people who are lazy enough to go to hotel and eat. And that was the problem. Okay, who is going to go to hotel? Okay, from here I have to go to another 500 meters. I have to, go down the stairs and then go. No, it's not. That is the problem. What did Zomato do? Right? Okay, what did Swiggy do? This was the problem of people. They said, okay, you be wherever you are. You open our app, you book. There are so many hotels nearby. Okay, nearby your house. You choose which one. Okay, you choose what dish you want. And we will deliver to your home. For that, give us some service charge. They will charge another 30-40 rupees extra. Right? The problem is ours, and they created our problem. as an opportunity. So problem solving skills, right? Now let's go to teamwork. Teamwork, everybody knows. Okay, there's nothing much to discuss in depth about teamwork. In an organization, okay, you will not be working individually. We know that you may be excellent as an individual player. You may be very good as an individual player. Okay, but when you are working in a team, you can take any sport. Okay, you can take any kind of event. Teamwork is very important. You would have organized a lot of events, right? You would have organized. You would have been a part of cricket team. You would have been a part of football team. You would have been a part of dance team. You would have been a part of music team, right? So there is a team involved, right? What happens when you are in a team? Okay, always there will be a leader, and there will be moderator, and there will be followers. Okay, one person will lead the team, one person will moderate means that person will always try to support the followers and the leaders. Okay, and will say what is right, what is wrong, what is right, what is wrong. This is how we have to. So the moderators will ensure that they will give the best opinion. They will not come to judgment. Okay, these are the moderators. They will say, I think this is not the way, but I have a good idea. Just listen to me. This is how the moderators speak. Okay, so one leader will always be in the team. The best example is the cricket team. Cricket team, you have always have a captain, right? That's a leader, right? And followers, every follower. See, there are some followers who will be excellent as an individual. Now, the best example will be Sachin Tendulkar. Sachin Tendulkar, as an individual, as an individual, was an excellent player, and that's why we call him as the god of cricket. Okay, but Sachin Tendulkar, when he was the captain of the team, he used to take that stress. He was not able to manage the team. Okay, because as an individual player, he is very good. When it comes to the leadership, okay, he was not able to take it. Okay, so maybe when you're an individual player, when you're working with a team, you'll work best. You'll work definitely best. But there are some leaders. Not everybody can become leaders. Not everybody can become individual players. Okay, but yes, when you are in a team, you have to ensure that are you accepting the opinion of your team members? Are you politely, if you want to reject, are you politely rejecting the opinions of others? Okay, there are two things in teamwork. The first one is reacting and response. Reacting and responding. Okay, always you have seen some people immediately when something comes, they jump. It means yes. Teamwork is the captain or head. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. Very good. I can see some students already started discussing. Fantastic. I know, see, teamwork, everybody knows about that. What I'm trying to say here is when you get into an organization, okay, you may have a person who is from Rajasthan. You may have a person who is from Tamil Nadu. You may have a person who is from Karnataka. You may have a person who is from Mizoram. You may have a person who is from Jammu and Kashmir, right? You may have a person who's from Pakistan. We don't know. You may have a person who's from Switzerland. Different people, different states, different culture, different background. Now, how do you work with them? How do you work with them? That is what is the question. Okay, you'll have to ensure that first thing. Okay, always listening comes into picture here. Always. Okay, when you ask something, yes, when you ask something, okay, or when they ask you, you should know how to respond. You all have to work unitedly. Exactly said by Homer. You all have to work unitedly, right? First thing, when anybody tells something, don't come to judgment. Okay, give a pause, listen, because listening is equal to respecting the person, right? Listen, and then you put your views. And how do you put your views? There are two ways you can put your views. Number one, you can be assertive. You can say that this is nice, but however, I have a better idea. Would you listen to me? This is an assertive way. Aggressive way is, okay, this is not nice. Straight away, you're saying that this is not nice. Okay, this will not work out. So always don't react. You should respond. Do not react. You should respond. So teamwork. If you want your team to win, I love this word team. Together, everyone achieves more. Team means together, everyone achieves more. Individually, you may be an individual player, but in a team, okay, together, everyone achieves more. If everybody has to achieve more, everybody's contribution as a team has to come. Okay, you have to respect each other. You have to listen to each other. You have to coordinate with each other. You have to give conclusions. When you're giving conclusions, ensure that others should not feel bad. Okay, you should not come to judgment, right? So that is what is teamwork. Next, let's go to the planning. Hold on. I'm sorry. All right. Okay. Uh, Next, come to planning. So planning, most of you know. I'll just take some general examples about the planning. Imagine you and your friends are going to some trip. Okay, next week. You know when the date is decided. The date is decided. Now there are 10 people. You know what all things you have to where we should go, what time we should go, okay, and what all we should take, where we should stay, okay, and what we should eat, which are the hotels, right, and who all should be involved in that, and how much money we should have. Time, money, and distance, and the resources are very important in planning. Time, money, distance, resources are very, very important. Most of the employees, okay, before you do any job, before you do any job, you should plan out things. Okay, I will share one of my experience about 16, 17 years back. 17 years back when I was working in ICICI Bank. Okay, my manager taught me. My manager taught me that if you want to meet customers, if you want to meet clients, okay, every day, make a list the previous day. Okay, have a diary, write down which customer, what time, which place, okay, and what is the purpose. Even today, it's been almost 16, 17 years. I maintain that aspect in a diary. Today, what are my events? What are my activities? What time I should be there? Okay, what should I speak? Okay, how should I speak? And whom should I meet? So each and everything is going to be planned. Each and everything is going to be planned. Exactly, Rahul. Planning is you have to decide well in advance. Well in advance. So many people say, on the spot I will do it. Okay. You know what? Amitabh Bachchan, before he goes, before he goes in front of the camera, okay, he looks at the script. He looks at the script and takes a pause, okay, because he has to get into the character. It means he's planning in himself. You take any actors, you can take your favorite actor, Darshan, Sudeep, okay, anybody, Puneet Rajkumar, any person, any person, you know, any person. When they're doing anything, they prepare themselves, they plan themselves, okay, they plan it how to do it. So you, as an employee, when you're working every day when you start, okay, don't wait for your boss to tell the work. You have to plan tomorrow what I should do, next week what I should do. Okay, so planning is all about you. You are writing down your checklist in advance, what has to be done at work. The next one is initiative and enterprise. Okay, initiative and enterprise skill. This is one of the skill. You have to take the initiative. Initiative is you have to become a leader. Okay, it means don't wait for anybody when you join any organization. See, companies don't like people who come and ask each and everything. The employee, each and everything to his boss. The boss would not feel good. Okay, how to do it, how to do it, how to do it. Nobody will like this. Okay, but you can prepare your plan. You can prepare your plan and say, this is what I have decided. Can you please have a look into this and let me know if we can do this? That is initiative. That is initiation skills. Okay. Employers like people who take the initiative. They don't want any person to wait until the instruction to be given from your boss. Initiative is not to do by your own. Maybe initiative is something what you will be doing as per the requirement. Okay, you'll be doing as per the requirement. Okay, now you go, you at your home. Okay, you are feeling hungry. What you do? You wait for your mother, or you wait for somebody saying that okay, that person should come and ask, are you feeling hungry? No, right? You are taking initiative that, and you go and tell that I'm feeling hungry. Can you prepare something? Okay, you go to a hotel and you stand in front of a hotel. What you do? If you stand in front of a hotel, okay, now that person is taking an initiative. Sir, what do you want? Madam, what do you want? That's an initiative. Now, if you go and stand, okay, and don't ask anything, and that person is not looking at you, how will that person understand that you need something? You have to take that initiative that you have to say, what do you want? Sir, I wanted to, may I know what you have? Okay, then the person will tell the list and they're going to order, right? Employers like people who have great initiation skills. You have to be a leader. You have to be a leader. You have to lead the team. You have to lead yourself. Anything which comes, it's definitely it's your initiative. Okay, whether you want to have food there, whether you want to have food in hotel, want to have food. Okay, some people go and simply sit with their friends in the hotel, right? Now, for some time, the hotel manager or the hotel person will look. If you're a regular customer, they'll say, okay, fine, no problem. But some place you go and sit doing nothing, that will not be encourageable. You have to initiate to say something. See, initiation skills, initiative and enterprise skills are nothing but you should take the ownership of saying something. You should take the ownership of saying something. Okay, as what you want, what you need. Okay, or sharing your opinion. That is what is very initiative. Is very important. Yes, Rahul. Initiative is very important. Some people, there are two kinds of people. Okay, one we call it as introvert and extrovert. Extrovert are people who ask, okay, who speak out, right? Introvert are people who wait. It means they don't come out. They are silent. They don't ask. Okay, they're very. They don't ask. They feel shy. They feel some. They have some kind of inferiority complex. Okay, they will understand that what if this person feels wrong? What if this person understands wrong? Okay, what will this person think? These are the introvert people. Okay, so if you want to have this initiative and enterprise skills, you have to become an extrovert. You have to become an extrovert, right? And the last one, what we have is learning. Okay, like we call it as lifelong learning skill. This is a new skill which has been added in the employability skills. Okay, now if you have finished your BSc, if you have finished your BCA, okay, don't expect that you will be working. Okay, you will be working on only coding throughout your life. No, I initially remember we took the example of bank. Okay, learning is going to be a lifelong process. Lifelong process. Now, today you may be okay about 4 feet or 4.5 feet or 5 feet, right? In the next few months or few years, you're going to increase, right? So that time you cannot wear the same shirt. What happens? You'll have to wear a new shirt, new attire, right? Because you are growing. Learning it is nothing but you have to grow. If you want to grow in your life, if you want to grow in your life, you should have an attitude to start learning new things, every time new things. Okay, every now and then you should learn. If you feel that I know everything, it means you're stopping your growth. There are some people who say, I know everything. Very good. But the actual fact is you know nothing. A person who knows everything will never say, I know everything. A person who knows everything will feel that there is still a lot of things to learn, lot many things to learn. Okay, lifelong learning is a process, is one of the skill what an employer is looking. Why? Because especially, let me take the example of BSc Computer Science or MSc Computer Science or BCA students. Okay, see today there is a software. Okay, today some students are working on Java. Earlier it was C, then came C++, then came .NET, then came Java. Today we have Android, we have Python, we have so many things. We have Angular JS, we have machine learning, we have artificial intelligence, we have robotics. You have to keep on updated. I recently, when I saw this interview of a Nokia chairman, it was a very old interview. Okay, the reporter asked, the reporter asked the chairman of Nokia that why did you lose? You know, earlier, if you remember about 30 years, 25, 30 years back, Nokia was one of the pioneers in mobile phones. That time it was only Nokia. Wherever you see it was Nokia. Maybe people were not even born. Okay, about 25, 30 years back. Nokia was the pioneers in mobile phones. During the interview process, after a few years, okay, when a reporter asked the Nokia chairman, the chairman had tears in front of the camera and he said, we did not do anything wrong, but somehow we lost it. We did not do anything wrong, but somehow we lost it. It means Nokia was beaten up by Samsung. Okay. If you're not updated, you are going to be outdated. If you're not updated, you are going to be outdated. So learning is one of the greatest skill what an employer is looking out in an employee. You should keep on learning new things, keep on learning new things, keep on learning new things every day, every now and then. Okay, it can be related to your personal life, it can be related to your professional life, but you have to inculcate the habit of learning new things. Maybe, yes, this is very important. Today, whatever we're discussing, the employability skills, almost all skills are very, very, very important. Now you should understand, okay, which skill I'm good at, which skills I do not have it. Employee, if you want to join an organization, if an employee wants to join an organization, these are some of the basic skills. Remember, underline this word. These are some of the basic skills what an employer are looking out for. Very, very, these are very simple, but complex to practice. The most simplest thing in this world is the most complex thing to do. It can seem, it can seem very simple to you, but when you start doing it now, when you start practicing it, it is going to be very complex. So the most simplest things are the most complicated things to do. Right. So have a habit of lifelong learning process. Okay. So I think we have had to touch on the technology. Right. So as I said, these are some of the exactly. So employment must have every skill. Okay. Those were some of the basic skills. Now let's come to the new skills. Okay, new skills. See, during the lockdown, the world has taught so many lessons to each one of us, right? These were some of the skills till date, till date. All right, Himangi, please go ahead. We'll take a quick 1 minute pause. Okay, Himangi, you can announce. Himangi?
Hello. Yes, sir.
Yeah, please go ahead.
Yes. Thank you so much for me bringing in here. We have certain things to be announced to all the students, and they are very important information. Um, so this is regarding, first of all, sir, the fee. The first semester fee of all the new admission student needs to be cleared within next 2 days, and we would really appreciate if it is done on time. Second thing, the document submission. As we all know that we need documents for university verification process. Whomsoever has not given or submitted the documents yet, their admission will be on hold. We won't be able to process the admissions. So take it on a serious note. We are just giving you the final reminder for fee and the documents. Third thing, as we have completed, I think more than a month now for this academic year, so course will not be changed now onwards. Whomsoever has given the application earlier has been taken care of, but not now. We won't be able to change the courses for anybody, for any one of you. So, sir, these are the three things which I wanted to inform regarding the fee. The fee payment has to be within next 2 days. Second thing, the document submission has to be within 2 days. I'm just giving a deadline of 2 days because the process is getting hold and the admissions are not getting confirmed. So these are the two things which are very serious, and I hope everybody will take it on a serious note. So yes, I would appreciate everyone if they come back and respond to this in the admissions office. And yeah, that's it from my end, sir. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for
Okay.
giving me some 5 minutes.
My
Yeah.
pleasure. Himangi. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Please follow the protocols of the admissions team, which is very important. Okay, you can definitely meet Himangi in the admissions team or any of your counselors. You can meet them and find out what has to be done. Anyway, she has given what she has told what has to be done. So please meet the admissions team in the next 1 or 2 days and finish off all your formalities. Right. So let's go ahead. So these are some of the basic skills what the companies are expecting from the employees, new joinees. Now, after COVID, okay, during this COVID process, there were a lot of changeover which has happened in the world. A lot of changeover. So people who used to work from office, they started working from home, okay, and employees were not comfortable working in home. There are a lot of changes. Some employees, they had kids, they were not able to manage. Okay, they had to manage the household work, and at least in the office it was 9 to 5 or 9 to 6. But when it was work from home, okay, we don't know what time, what was the timings at all. There were a lot of challenges. So the entire world faced this problem. Now, during this transition stage, okay, the companies decided in the last 1 2 years, the companies decided apart from this basic skills, okay, 7 8 with the basic skills, what an employee should have. Apart from this, there are few more core skills. Core skills are the most important skills. Okay, your subject skills, what we can see. Okay, subject is not related to your subject knowledge about your technical skills, right? So they have made some more skills which an employee should have. Let's have a look onto that. The first one, analytical thinking and innovation. This is one of the skills. You should have analytical skills. What do you mean by analytical skills? Can you break the complicated problems down into smaller parts and take a step by step approach? It means you have a problem. Okay, this is going to be a part of problem solving skills. Okay, analytical thinking is you have a problem, breakdown. Okay, see, there are two ways. We call it as, one is the down top approach or the top down approach. Okay, when you want to solve a problem, there are two ways. Either you can go from down to top, step by step, step by step. Okay, or you can come from top to bottom. Okay, down to top or top down approach. So it's something like this. You have a thread, okay, a thread, and there are 10 knots. There are 10 knots. you know that the 10th knot is most important, is very, very important. You have to untie that knot. Okay. For that, if you want to untie, you have to untie the first knot. You have to untie it. Then you're going to come to the second one. Step by step approach. Step by step approach. Once you untie the second knot, then you come to the third. You know, 10th is very, very important. You remember, you cannot go to the 10th knot immediately. Directly, you cannot go to 10th knot. There is an approach for that. And that approach is called as analytical thinking process. Okay. How sooner you untie the first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, ninth knot, you can reach the 10th knot. Okay. Maybe the first and second is not important. Maybe the fifth or sixth is not important. But the 10th knot is very, very important. Okay. So the faster you untie the knots, the faster you will reach the 10th knot. It means you have to follow that step-by-step process in analytical thinking. Okay, this is one of the problem solving skills, which comes in the problem solving skills. Lifelong learning, we have already discussed about that. Creativity, this is again, one of the key ways for the human survival. Okay, gone are those days where some people were saying, okay, he's creative, she's creative, I'm not creative, right? Nowadays, everybody has to become creative. Now, remember, if you want to become creative, if you want to have a creative skill, creative problem solving skill that is what it is called as, or creativity in general. It is applicable to every part of your life. It can be a personal life or your professional life. Creativity. You have a problem, how creatively you can solve it. How creatively. Okay. If you are not creative enough, you can solve the problem, but maybe you will take some time. You will take some extra time. You will give a solution. Okay, but you will give an extra time. There was, I would like to quote one example here. There was a big ship. Okay, I'll tell you how to become creative. I'll definitely tell you. There is one of the big ship. Okay, big ship, not sheep, ship, right? So the water, there was a hole in the ship. Nobody knew where was it. The water has started entering. Now the problem is the owner of the ship. Okay, he has to identify where is that hole of the ship. Okay, so what he did, he called in different people. Okay, he advertised that, okay, this is one of the big ship in this place, and some people who come and identify the problem, where is the hole, and fix that problem. Okay, you will be given whatever you expect, because they don't know where is that problem. Okay, it's such a massive big ship. Now one person said, okay, I'm going to ask you $1,000. He said, okay. First he went and saw, but he could not find out where is the problem. The second guy, he said, okay, I'm going to expect $5,000. The owner said, okay, $5,000 is fine. Okay, but he also went through the entire ship, but he could not find out. Now the other person came, he said, I need $10,000. I know where is this problem. Okay, now he also tries looking out. No, he looks from left to right, top to bottom, but nothing. Okay, now there's one person comes and says, okay, I need $1 lakh. Then the owner is shocked. Come on, $1 lakh only for to solve this one simple problem. Okay, he goes and fixes and comes back. He fixes and comes back. When he asks $1 lakh, and he said, for this small thing, you want $1 lakh? He said, where you should fix the problem, where you should fix. For that, you should have that skill. You should know where the problem has occurred. People who came and went there, nobody knows where the problem has occurred. You are paying me that 1 lakh rupees, okay, 1 lakh rupees to identify where the problem is. And to fix that, it doesn't cost much. I have identified where the problem is and how, okay, through his creative skills. And what is the creative skills? He should know each and everything about that ship, how a ship is designed. Okay, what should be the bottom, what should be the top, where should be the chimneys, where should be the engine, all those things. Okay, when you know about the product, when you know about the problem, then only your creative skills will open. Your creative skills will open. How can you become creative? One student asked this question. You can become creative if you have the habit of learning a new skill. For example, if you know to draw, if you are good in drawing, if you want to draw, okay, that's one way how you can improve your creative skills. If you can play keyboard, if you can play guitar, if you can play any musical instruments, okay, that opens up your left brain. Okay, so your creative brain starts working, right? You know, we have two brains, left and right. So if you want to become creative, you should start using both your brains. Okay, some people, there is one best way. Most of us write in right hand, use our right hand to write, right? Okay, from now also start using left hand. Okay, a person who writes in left hand is identified as one of the most creative person. Okay, a person who writes in left hand is because left hand uses our right brain. Okay, right hand uses our left brain. Okay, so if you would have seen this movie, which is that Amir Khan, Three Idiots. Okay, there the Dean, he writes in both the hands, right? Okay, we call it as ambidextrous writing. A person who writes in both the hands is called as ambidextrous. Okay, so if you want to improve your creative skills, one activity is to slowly start practicing. You know, slowly start writing A, small letter A, B, C, D. Okay, and then start writing your name. Start writing the sentence. You know, there are two things which will improve. One is your creativity. Second thing is patience. Lot of people have great anger. Okay, a lot of people get angry very soon for small things. They get very soon. If you have anger, okay, anger is one letter short of the word danger. Anger is one letter short of the word danger, but still we become angry. Okay, when we become angry, when we are in anger, the next thing which is going to happen is the next thing is going to be in danger. Okay, so always remember, anger is one letter short of danger. If you want to reduce or decrease your anger, then start writing in left hand, because when you're writing in left hand, okay, your patience increases. Your patience increases. Okay, similarly, your creativity also increases. These are the two ways how you can improve creative your creativity. Okay, right. So complex problem solving, we have already discussed. Okay, so complex problem solving is done actually by automation, and in some cases, see, problem solving is identifying a problem and giving a solution. Complex problem solving is done by automation. Each and everything what we have. See, today we have this. You know, we are discussing virtual, right? This is through automation. Okay, this is through a software, right? This is called as complex problem solving. There was a problem where we were not able to meet each other. Okay, so that problem has been solved through complex. Okay, that is, this is called as complex problem solving, where a lot of automation is involved. You know, for example, I don't know if you're aware of this. There are a lot of dish washing machines. Like how we have a washing machine in our house to wash our clothes, we also have dish washing machine. Some people, they may not be comfortable, or they're tied up of washing vessels. So for those kind of people, okay, companies have introduced dish washing machine. It looks like a washing machine only. Okay, you have to put your plate, you have to put your spoons, you have to put your tumblers, your glass, all those things. Okay, it gets, and then it comes out neatly washed. Okay, so that is complex problem solving. So this is one of the skills. Problem solving skills are different. Complex problem solving skills are different. Complex problem solving skills, lot of automation is involved, right? And then critical thinking analysis. Critical thinking is the ability to identify what is the problem, and from that problem, okay, you will gather information, why it happened, okay, what is the reason, and where the problem happened, and then you're going to prepare your own data as to this is the reason, and these are some of the possible ways that it can be solved. Okay, so you are going to prepare your data. That is called as critical thinking. You are going to write your own points on that. I think we have a chart here. I don't know if it's visible for you. You have to come to the screen close. Critical thinking, you should ask these questions: who, what, where, when, why, and how. It means who is benefited from this. In critical thinking, you should ask this question: who is going to get benefited from this? Who is going to be harmful if I do this? Who makes the decisions about this? Okay, who is most directly affected? Okay, and what are the strengths and weaknesses of this? What is another perspective? What is another alternative for this? What would be a counter, or if I tell this, what would be an argument for that? And where would we see this in the real world? If I implement this critical thinking, where will this be implemented? Where are the similar concepts? Who are doing this? Okay, where is the most need? Who is using this most? Okay, where in the world would this be a problem? If I use this, would it be a problem? If yes, where would this be? So these are some of the questions. I'll just give you about 30-40 seconds. You can have a look on the slide. When is this acceptable? When is this not acceptable? When would this benefit to our society? When would this cause a problem? When is this best time? When is the best time to take the action? Why is this a problem? Why is it relevant to me? Or why is it relevant to others? Right? So in critical thinking, you always have to ask who, what, why, where, when, how. These 6 questions. These 6 questions, if you start asking, then your critical thinking skills will open. Your critical thinking skills will open up. Okay. Right. So emotional and social intelligence. I think this should be the last slide for the skills. The emotional and social. See, today we are dealing with a lot of people. Okay. We are with people, we live with people, we come with people, we go with people, right? Everywhere we are living with people. So emotional intelligence and social intelligence, earlier it was called as the people skills. Okay. Companies check out how much emotional you are. Are you able to engage with people? Are you able to socialize with people? Yes, Rahul, please go ahead. You can put your question in the chat, Rahul, right? So emotional and social intelligence is one of the skills you need for a job, because you are working with people. Okay, are you able to socialize with your colleagues in the office? Are you able to socialize with different departments? Okay, some people will are too much emotional. They take all the personal problems and get at work. Okay, are you too emotional? Are you too emotional? So because companies don't prefer people who are too emotional. See, we need to have emotions, but we should not be too emotional. We need to have emotions. We all are human beings. Yes, we should have emotions, but we should not be too emotional on people. Okay, especially at work. Don't be too emotional at work. Okay, at work you should be very, very professional. You can empathize. You can empathize. You can say, you can tell that, okay, don't worry, I can help you out. You can empathize the situation of your colleague, the situation of the people in your department. Okay, you can empathize, you can socialize with them. Ask. Okay, you have to keep on having a good smiling face. You should always have a good rapport with the people. So this is one of the most important. See, if people do not have a smile on their face while speaking, do you feel good? Emotional persons are persons who are showing, okay, are mood. Okay, that differs from uh, person to person. Okay, emotional means you are carrying away too much of sadness or a negative vibration in you. Okay, this is one part. We have also have a positive vibration. Okay, so if you're too sensitive, if you're too, you would have heard this word called as homesick. Some people don't want to leave their parents and come out of their home. Okay, they don't want to leave that city and come out. So homesick, they're too emotionally attached. Okay, we need to have emotions, but if you have goals, if you have dreams, if you want to come out, you have to come out. You have to socialize with people. Okay, this is what companies expect, that you should socialize. You should, yes, definitely, that's right. Mama's boy, mama's. There are some people, right? So you should be good with your friends. You should be good with your employees. You should be good with your colleagues. Okay. It means have a great, carry a pleasant smile on your face, acknowledge, okay, and say yes, say thank you, say welcome, say sorry when you do a mistake. So these are the kind of some kind of social intelligence what we need to have. New media literacy is something, which everybody should have. Okay, new media literacy is nothing but this is one of the skills. What now after this during this lockdown, this is one of the up skills, upcoming skills what the companies are looking out for. It's not like that WhatsApp is a new media skill. Okay, it's not that share chat and doing videos, that's a new media skill. No, new media skills are, okay, do you know how to write a blog? Do you know how to use the social media? Do you know how to use the social media? YouTube, there are some people, you make your videos and upload on YouTube, right? Can't you make a good video which is going to help you, which is going to help others? Okay, how can you make use of the media, social media? It can be, can you make a some of the examples: digital games, virtual reality, okay, online publications. A lot of learning is happening on the online only. There are a lot of apps for that. Okay, do you know how to use it now? Do you know how to use Google Meet? Do you know how to use WebEx? You know how to use Zoom? Okay, these are the new media literacy. Okay, do you know how to use YouTube for a good reason? Do you know how to use Instagram? Do you know how to use Telegram? There are a lot of media, social medias available. Okay, and you should be aware of that. Some people, okay, earlier it was TikTok, now it went off, and people started doing in share chat, or what is it, Reels, Facebook Reels. I see people, in the corridor making this videos. Good, enjoy your life, but at the same time, you should also ensure that these things are going to be important to you as well as the society, okay, or to somebody else. Okay, that is what is the new. If you go and tell in the interview, don't expect the interviewer that to ask you that how many reels videos you've done. Okay, if you say, sir, I've done 1,000 videos, okay, don't think that that person is going to give you a job. You're doing videos, you may improve your acting skills. Okay, in that phase, you can go and apply for acting. You can become an actor. Okay, so but this is nowhere going to help you out in the interview process. Okay, so you should be literate in using the new media. You should know how to use the social media. Okay, right? So this is what we are. If you have any questions, you can put your questions in the chat box. I can take it. I hope you got a fair idea about what are the different media employability skills. Okay, so if you have to reiterate different skills, these were prior to lockdown, which still are in use. It means communication. So technology was something which I was relating to the new media literacy. Okay, that is what I said. Okay, let's wait and then come back. Communication is one of the skill, technology skills, self-management, problem solving, teamwork, planning, initiative, and enterprise. Okay, how do you improve communication skills? Definitely, we are going to meet up, okay, in person. The best way, if you want to improve communication skills, are you saying listening skills or speaking skills? That is what you have to mention it. Okay, so if you want to improve your speaking skills, okay, so I'll come to that question, Rahul. So if you want to improve your speaking skills, the best way is you have to start speaking in English, and at least in the college, at least with your teachers, at least with your friends. Okay. In MBA, when I did my MBA about 15 years back, when I did my MBA about 15 years back, I'll answer you. I'll take your questions. Okay. I'll definitely take your questions. The first day of my presentation, how I was speaking. I, my, my name Madhu. I Balari, and ask anything you ask. You ask. Okay, this is how I speak, and I used to say, you come or not, I will do this. This is how my communication skills were. Okay, 100% I was nervous. 100% I was nervous. Okay, so how do you improve that? Over a period of time, I started speaking with friends who were not from my locality. Means it means I used to interact with people from Tamil Nadu because I don't know to speak Tamil. People from Kerala, they cannot speak Kannada. I cannot speak Malayalam. I cannot speak Tamil. Now the only languages to communicate is English or Hindi. Okay, we used to say, okay, Hindi also don't want. Let's first focus on English and then Hindi. So slowly, day by day, day by day, day by day, day by day. Okay, it took about 2.5 3 months for me to get my English to at least a better level compared to the first three. Okay, the best way to learn anything is to get into practice. You should definitely start practicing. And if you have to take okay, how to be initiative and enterprise, you have to start asking for things. You have to start saying. Okay, it means you should become an extrovert from introvert to extrovert. You should start speaking. In simple, you should start speaking out. Okay, if you want to have that initiative and enterprise skill. If you want something, go and ask. Go and ask. Don't be there. See, you are standing. You are in a bus, and you're expecting the conductor to come. The conductor will come, and he comes and stands in front of you. Now you should say, right, ticket. Now he is asking it, ticket, 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 right? Because that person has initiative and enterprise skill. You should definitely ask if you want to have initiative and enterprise skill. Okay, so if you want your anger to be reduced, yes, first thing, I mean that's one of the activity what is, because sometimes I used to do that. See, every day almost about 60 70 times I was getting angry about 8 10 years back. 8 10 years back, 60 to 70 times I was getting angry in a year. Sorry, in a day. Okay, now in a day, max, not sorry, in a year, maximum I get 2 times. I become angry 2 times. That's why, because I practice left and right. Okay, I do meditation. I play different musical instruments. I am trying to get the control of my mind. Okay, now imagine one. I count. I'm telling you, 2 times in a year. Okay, if it's possible for me, definitely it's possible for you. Okay, so yes, some person, Rahul said that communicating with people are reduced because of WhatsApp and other media. See, social media is definitely of use to us. Now, if I want to meet my friend, I have to go. Social media will not stop. It is me who can decide whether to pick up my phone and speak to him or go in person and speak to him. Right? It is me. It is my brain who decides whether I should open my WhatsApp and decide that should I send a message on WhatsApp. Okay, it's not, don't blame social media for that. Social media, we can make use of it in good things. Okay, it is all about our mindset. You set your mind and right and become, you set your mind right and then get your life right. If you get angry, people think he's angry. People, why should not mingle? Yes, exactly right. So when when you are getting anger, okay, people definitely think that you are. People not feel good to be with you. So, so somebody said, I being an introvert, I feel insecure of people. So how to overcome that? Okay, you people who are introvert, you can definitely come and meet me in person. I'm going to give you some kind of exercises, some kind of small activities. Okay, we can definitely do that. Some kind of small activities I'm going to give you. You can definitely practice. How do you increase your problem solving skills? Very simple, Vishal. You have to go in search of a problem. Find out a problem. Try to get solutions. Okay, slowly. It can be a small problem. Small problem. Okay, try to find out solution for that. That is the way how to get into a problem, solving a problem. Okay, it means improving your problem solving skills. You have to go in search of a problem if you want to improve problem solving skills. All right, so it was really nice to discuss with you all, and I can see a lot of questions. Okay, thank you so much for your time. It was really fantastic. I'm very excited to meet you person in the college. Okay, for all our placement training classes. Yes, introvert is not as being shy. Some, maybe it's one of the quality. Okay, a person who is shy is not an introvert always. Okay, a shy person is it's because that person is not able to open up. That's it. So we will surely so about the recruitment we will surely discuss in the next upcoming classes, placement training classes. Okay, so thank you so much for your time. Let's meet up very soon in the college for the placement training classes. Thanks a lot. Bye bye.